where did that time go? Woo! It went by so fast. I actually started my laundry, then I sent out the show, and then I started like the promo stuff on Instagram for the radio show. So not too bad. So I think we all deserve a stretch. Let's go ahead and just kind of stretch that out. Woo! I'm almost done with the Instagram stuff too. So yeah, so because I'm really looking forward to trying to get start working on the inside of my van and things. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. All righty. So many things to do. Now let us go ahead. I figured what we can do is I just launched a new project. I've been known to do such things. I make random side projects all the time, and so I kind of wanted to just go ahead and kind of just show it to y'all. You know what I mean? So, and kind of go through the thought process behind it. And because I think it's important to, like, if you want to do development, is actually develop things. You know, so if this is a thing that you want to do, I would suggest actually making it happen. So, all right. So let's take a look at what we got here. All right. Okay, so let me share my screen. I don't think I'm going to need any audio, so that'll be fine. And it looks like my internet look like it might be not the greatest. The stream look like it's pretty bad. At least the recording should be fine. All right, here we go. Let me share this. So, have you ever said, "I'm so busy," or have you heard somebody say, "I'm so busy, where did the time go?" kind of thing? Well, with this new project, I'm hoping to have people learn where the time went, kind of thing. I don't have a pitch for this. It's just kind of like a thing that I created because I know because I'm the same way. Sometimes at the end of the day, you're like, I'm so tired, but what did I do today? Like, what happened? You know? So, yeah. So I created this site, and and what's funny is it's like an imaginary conversation that happens in my brain. It's like I always say, like, I'm so busy. Then it's like, what you doing? And you're like, oh, what did happen? So kind of, So this is the site. The website is whatyoudo.in. So like, what you doing? You ever like send a text or receive a text from somebody like to kind of check up on you, see how you doing? It's like, what you doing? It's kind of that. So that's the whole premise behind it. So it's kind of automating the checkup session, the check-in session that your friends would do. So kind of like a holding accountability kind of thing. So I'm adding the link so that you'll be able to the archive video will have a list of links that we go over, and so you can check it out there. All right, so I added the link. Now, so let's talk about what's there. So you scroll down. So what I try to do is that I didn't want this first part to be a full page. I want you to see like, oh, there's some more stuff here, so you know to scroll down. So how it works is that there's a switch. You turn it on, you get a notification every hour asking what you're doing, and then you reply with what you're doing. And then important for me is that your responses all stay on your device. Like it's not being sent to the cloud or anything because I don't want your data. It's just going to cost me money. So yeah, all your responses are on your device. So that means that if you go onto another device, like if you turn it on another device, it'll only be the stuff that's on that you entered on that device. It's not like you go to one device and all your things are there. No, because everything is local. All right. And then if you turn it off, nothing happens. Like you don't get messages, you don't get anything. Now the hope is, like I said, you see where all that time went. All right. And then if you're interested in checking out, you're going to go want to try it out. Click that. It takes you to the settings. I'm already signed in here. So like when you go in, it would be off. Right. And then turn it on. Then you'll at the top of the hour get a notification saying, hey, do you want to, what you doing? And so let's simulate that. So I can do a test notification here. And so hopefully this will show up on this screen. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Did it, oh, you know, wait, hold on. I think I have, oh, you know what? I think I have the notification snoozed. Hold on, give me a second here. Yeah, I see it here. Okay, what I'm going to do, I wonder if I can, Windows. All right. Yeah, notifications have been like snooze. So let me close this. Let's try it again. See if it'll pop it up this time. All right, I need to get rid of this notification now here. Okay, here we go. Let's see if this works now. The notification, it still has like a little snooze thing on it. That is so weird. Details are hidden. Oh, 2 new notifications. Details are hidden while you share your screen. Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that happens. Okay, if I click show all, what will happen? Let me see. It only shows it up in the notification thing. That is so weird. Okay, let me try this again. Oh, I did not know that when I'm sharing the screen, I guess for privacy stuff, I guess that makes sense. So while you're sharing your screen, you don't want any like somebody's like information popping up or anything sensitive or what have you. Let me try it again. Nope, it did it there. All right, well, you just got to take my word for it. A pop-up will show up here. Is there a way for me? What if I could share this screen and then you can see it? Because I can't get, hold on, let me see. Yeah, I don't get like the Windows taskbar on this screen. Huh. Let me let's see. Can I share this screen? Or no, I was going to say I was going to take a screenshot and then can I do that? Let me try that. Hold on. But I wonder if it's going to even let me do a screenshot. Okay. So where'd it go? Amazing. Give me a second here. We're learning this together. It doesn't tell me where to put it. Oh, that is amazing. You know what? Let me do slides.new. Okay, I think I'll be able to paste it here. I think it's in my clipboard. Okay, there we go. So you will see not that large, but you'll see a message similar to that. And this kind of pops up saying what you're doing. And then when you click the notification, well, that will take you to, oh, and then also from the settings page, you can turn it on and off, you can send a test notification, and then you can erase your responses. And what I'll be working on coming soon is quick replies. So you'll be able to add like replies that you always like in a meeting or working on a project or whatever. And then so that way you'll be able to reply quicker and trying to type it out and stuff. So that's coming soon. So now, so when you click it, it'll take you to the chat, which looks like that, right? And now when you respond with what you're doing a demo, you can either hit enter or press send, and this is what happens. It's cool. And it responds like word. I have different responses. So there's like word, nice, something else. I don't remember. So it'll kind of do that. And so what you can do is your reply is saved. And now what you can do is you can view what you did, the settings, which we just saw, or you can close the app. I'm thinking about adding a tweet, send a tweet. So if there's something you want to like let the world know that you're doing something, you can send a tweet from there as well. So I may do that. So now let's take a look at what you did. Now, so here it is like 10 a.m. So yeah, so you see right here, listing, doing demo. And so what happens as throughout the day, you'll be able to kind of go through and be like, oh, what did I do today? And then see like, oh, I actually got some stuff done today. And so you're able to actually go through. You see up here, it changes. And then you can click today, and you can go back as well. And then you click today, it shows you the day. Now, what's funny is that since today, the clocks in the US went back, you see here, there's 2 1 a.m.s. It's because there were like 2 1 a.m.s because at 1 o'clock, it went back. But then in like the UTC time, that didn't matter. It just kept on going. You see what I'm saying? And so that's why there's 2 1 o'clock. I thought that was interesting. And then it ends at 10 p.m. instead of 11 p.m. as it normally do. And so yeah, no, I thought that was kind of cool. And then I think what happens is, see that 11 goes to here. So this is actually Monday 12 a.m. But then it goes here. So it kind of threw off everything, but it still works. And it's pretty cool. So yeah, good stuff. All right. So you can go back to today, and then again at 10 doing a demo. All right. So then here is the menu, and it has all the different things. So you can go to settings, the did. I also got the shop there. So if you want to check out any and purchase any clothing, you can do that. There's actually 4 days you get 20% off everything. So there's that. So I design t-shirts on the side or what have you. So if there's anything you see there that you find interesting, you can check it out. All right. And then also, I'm trying to remember to add these clips. And then the about. And this may look familiar because like all my projects, I have an about section, and it's pretty much this. And normally it's a web component, but that brings me into, so this kind of just shows like what's about, what I built it with. So Astro, Firebase, Notification API, Svelte, and then like I launched it November 3rd and everything. And then for more, you can check out my website. So I pretty much have that on all my side projects. And so speaking of what we built with, so here I use this framework called Astro. And why I find it so fascinating is that what it does, it will take your projects and it will compile it to just like out of the box, compile it just to HTML and CSS. So it'll ship with like no JavaScript. And so you kind of have to add on so if you want to have things interactive. So for example, on this site, so for my project, whatyoudo.in. Oh, by the way, since I showed this, let me copy and paste and add it to the list of links so you can check it out if you're viewing the archive. Okay, so now, for example, like this site here, right? This is a purely static page. And when I created it, I created the component using Astro. And what I did was I'm using a fetch to my project's API to be able to pull all this information, like what it was built with, all these things, right? And so when Astro compiled my project, it pulled the data and made everything into HTML and CSS strictly. So if I wanted to update this, I'll update my database. But even if I update my database, since this is like hard-coded HTML, CSS, there's no JavaScript, it's not going to make a fetch call to get the new data. I would have to compile it again. So that's one thing about it. But if you take so let's take a look at the actual source code. So view page source. As you can see, like it's just here's the CSS, and then here's some the HTML. That's it. That's the whole thing. There's no JavaScript, no nothing. And to prove it again, let's take a look at the network and see what actually comes down, like what it pulls down. Network. So, all right, let's take a look at it. So see, it says all. Let's take a look. Refresh. You see how fast that loaded? And all it is just, here's the HTML, the GET request for the HTML. Yeah, you see, it just got it, all that stuff here, the about. So yeah, it's just HTML and the icon, HTML and CSS, everything, one file. You see how quick that loaded? Now, let's take a look at a page that I needed JavaScript to work on, right? So the schedule, or the settings, sorry, settings. Now settings, you see, I created this component, the settings page, with like Svelte, and then this switch here is a Svelte component, and then I'm doing some Firebase stuff on the back end. And I'm gonna talk about the Firebase stuff at another session in the second break later today. So as you can see here, So it's pulling the settings. We got the CSS. I see here's some JavaScript stuff, some Svelte, the renderer for the Svelte, some more Svelte stuff, Firebase stuff, and yeah, so you can see it's loading a bunch of stuff. Cool, right? And so as you can see, and let me show you this. So this same thing here, now on the front page, like the actual home page, I have those buttons there, but they don't need to be interactive, right? Because they're just showing the two different states, like what happens when it's on and when it's off, right? And so I didn't need, so that could be a static page. So I use the same component that I built in Svelte. And you can see here is just some CSS and the little picture here for that, but no JavaScript whatsoever. And so, and it still loaded the button. And it's just the HTML for the button. Like it's not interactive at all, which is kind of cool. So you saw how quickly it loaded. So I'm so interested in how like building things now with Astro, because before I was using Sapper because I like to build things with Svelte, and Sapper is like the framework to be able to do stuff like this, having like routes and all these things all, you know, in a framework. And I use Sapper. But with Sapper, all the requests are sent through the server, generated, and then sent back. Whereas with this, it's compiled and it's just already HTML, CSS, and if you want a little bit of JavaScript, and that's it. So nothing is being, so like all the routes are determined. And so I think you might be able to do like to have like generated routes, maybe. I'm not sure with Astro. But see, the thing is, everything is compiled. And like I said before, like my about page, that's pretty much stuck the way it is. So even if I update the information in the database, it's never going to make that call again because I'm using JavaScript to make the call to get the data to update the actual boxes. So yeah, that's one thing. Now I have to look into it deeper, but I think you can render web components in Astro. I don't know. I have to look more into it, but they're always doing new stuff to it, adding things. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of build like a not too involved project just to try it out. And so yeah, so that's where we came up with what you doing. And it loads super quick, as you could tell. Like that was 1.8 kilobytes transferred. There's only 6 requests. And it finished in 148 milliseconds. That is amazing. And so especially for like the front page where you want that to load up quick. You know what I mean? And so yeah, yeah, I got to play around with Astro a little bit. I thought it was cool. Have you gotten a chance to check out Astro? Please let me know. And I definitely will check out your project also. And but yeah, so whatyoudo.in. So if you want to get like a proactive, like it's almost like a proactive to-do list where you're always being like at the top of the hour being asked, hey, what you doing? And you can type it in and it's like, what you doing? Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. So that's all that. All right, let me get y'all back to work. So yeah, so the website again is whatyoudo.in. And so I think the next thing I may add is the tweet button. And then like I said, I'm focusing more on my van now. So any other updates will come later. But yeah, for right now it works. I've been doing it. It has helped me. And that's the thing, like it's helped me kind of like, oh, okay, I'm more in control of my time because I've seen what I'm doing, and it keeps me in the moment kind of thing also. Because sometimes I just get so like caught up doing something, or I'm down some rabbit hole or something, and I'll get the notification, and I'm like, oh, that's right, I'm trying to do this thing, and so it'll kind of like reset me and stuff. So I don't know. Hopefully it helps other people too, but I'm using it and it's really doing wonders for me. All right, cool. So let me get y'all back to work. Let me stop the screen share. Cool. Get y'all back to work. And yeah, check it out. You know, let me know if you try it. And yeah, all right. So I think, yeah, we only have like one more break session. And so if we don't have any show and tells, I'm going to go over an artist's website who we played on the radio show. And I think is pretty cool. And so maybe you'll think they're cool and support them. All right. So that's the plan. That's the hope for these things. All right. So I'm going to be out of here and send you all over some traveling music. So again, 15 minutes after the hour, we'll come back. And yeah, thank y'all for hanging out. I wish you much productivity. And let me start the screen share. Definitely want some audio. Cool. Share. All right, y'all. This is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butta. The track's called Thank You. All right. See y'all 15 minutes after the hour. Thanks again, y'all. See you. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread love like yeah. I wanna say thank you for holding on